So, today we have a hole in the ceiling which was caused by a leaking bay window roof. The roof was leaking as the membrane that covers the roof, the adhesive which was sticking the two membranes together, had come loose. And the water was seeping through there. If the gutter was blocked with leaves and debris, then water would collect up into the bay window, and this would in turn cause the water to seep through the cracks into the house, into the room underneath. So a big chunk of the ceiling has come apart. The plan is to first take out all the loose debris, PVA the void, and once the PVA has gone tacky, we should have used a hard wall, let's say, as the gap is pretty thick. But I'm thinking, I don't have hard wall, I just have bond. So we're just gonna use the bond. I am going to mix in this bucket. I don't need that much. Even this is a lot. This is more than what my application is, so I'm just going to pour a little bit of water out. Okay, let's use this. Now, here I have some bond. This is how the bond mix looks. I'll just put some in, then give it a mix. Let's put that there. I'll just put some in here. I hope I have enough. Otherwise, I'll need to go back. I think I'm going to give this a little stir. I'm just using a scraper. As we can see, we're going to need more mix. Probably 3 more scoops. That's 1. Before we put the third one, let's just give this a mix. I think we're getting there. Now, we don't want it too runny, as it's for the ceiling. But this consistency could work. Now, before this mix dries out, let's apply it. Let's apply it to the wall. What I will do, I will take you inside with me. We'll close this door so no rodents get in. Not that I've seen any rodents, but it's just best practice. Now, I've put a little sheet on the floor, just in case if we create a mess. And this was that hole I was talking to you about. That's the bay window. And that right there is what fell off the ceiling. Now, this wooden strip and the gap that's next to it, we'll sort that out later. But let me get you on a different tripod. Bear with me. Okay. We're good to go. Just going to position you so you can see the crack. There we go. I hope that's somewhat clear. Now, what we will do, let me take you slightly up. That's the crack we will fill. Now, before the mix dries, void, and the way I would PVA is just mix the PVA according to the instructions. Use a paintbrush to just get all the edges, get all the divots. This is a great time to get off some loose plaster. Now we have it coated. We'd let it go tacky for a little while. Here I am. So now we have a hawk. This is a hawk. And a spatula. Is that a spatula? Now, what we will do is transfer some of this mix onto my hawk. And I'm just going to cover the void. Now, we could, oh, it's not sticking. It's not sticking. It's because it's too dry. And it's too wet, or is it too dry? Either way, it wasn't sticking. Now, I feel we should be getting it in and pushing it in. Get it in and push it in. Don't worry about the mess right now. We will deal with that in a little while. Now, all we want to try and do is fill the hole. We'll make sure it doesn't stick out. Now, I feel that is good enough. I'm going to get my big scraper and we'll clean the rest of this off. We made a lot of mix. Let me get a scraper and I'll show you what we have. Now, what should we do with this leftover mix? Well, if we have nothing to fill, it has to go in the bin. Because we cannot reuse this at all. I always find organization is everything. If your tools are all over the place, it takes ages, and that's what I'm trying to learn. I'm always making that mistake. You don't want to play with this too much, as it would just get worse. So I'm going to get a little bit more mix. And I feel I have ruined this a little. So I shouldn't, but that's why I will. I I shouldn't mess with this. I should just let it go dry. You know, but old habits. I shouldn't go in the other direction. But like I told you, I will. Now, ideally, we could leave this like so. Or we can come back with a little bit of wet trowel and give it a glaze. Okay, so let me show you what I have left over. Great, we have 0 viewers, but I know I'll be watching this later, so there will be 1 viewer, which will be me. I should have told my son I was going live. He would have loved to see the hole being fixed. So, as we can see, this is what I have left. Now, you don't want to leave your tools to dry out, as that will become nightmare to clean. So, let's go clean. Now, how should we clean? We'll get a bucket of dirty water. We'll give our tools a first rinse, and then we'll find a rubbish bin to throw the mix away. That's it. I guess 15 minutes, we're done. Sorry. Before I do that, let me get a slight wet trowel and sort of go over this with it. I'm going to leave this, and I guess the rest I'm just going to fill with a jointing compound. Okay? Well, do you want to come clean with me? It'll be 5 minutes. It wouldn't be that long. So let's do that. Let's just clean. Let's clean. Come on. We'll get you down. You've been working hard. So let's get you. Now, you might think this is rubbish work. I don't want to be cleaning and filling and sorting things out. But let me tell you something. This is highly rewarding. You have a great sense of satisfaction towards the end when you finish, regardless of what the results are. You're just happy. You're happy that you did it. Yeah, you did it. And it's okay, we can make mistakes. We can make bad mistakes. But that shouldn't stop us from trying at all. Now, I don't like to waste too much water. So hence, you would see this highly dirty water. I'm going to use is just the pre-rinse. We're not perfectly cleaning anything. Just a quick pre-rinse. This is an old brush. These edges are very important. We forget and we have build-up. And then, oh, you're not getting any of this. I'm sorry. And then the handle. I'll need to find a ground next door to discard this water. Okay, that's pre-rinse done. Now we need to find a little bag to put this leftover mix. I think, let me leave you and not carry on with the boring stuff. It was very good. Thanks for joining. See you in the next one.